This $60 mixer, yeah, you heard me correctly, 60 USD, is quite perfect for the content creator, podcaster, even live streamer on the go. And comparatively, because it's $60, there are going to be some sacrifices that will have to be made compared to some of the more upper echelon mixers that are out there that have an amazing compressor, built-in equalizer, all those types of things. But with all that being said, what this outputs, you're hearing it right now, and quite honestly, it's not too bad. The physical makeup of this is not cheap, but it's also not high-end. It's kind of right there in the middle. It is plastic. It's got this glossy plastic, which is going to attract dust, so just be aware of that. Also, it does come in black, but you can get a white version if you prefer. On the front side here, you've got your gain, you've got your microphone volume, and then you've got your output volume going to the computer and then thusly going to the stream. So those are at least three components, three physical buttons and knobs that you're going to have to play around with to make sure that you get the best audio quality that you want. You also have this aux volume, which is quite useful, especially for a podcaster that is using an external source for music, like, I don't know, Bluetoothing your phone to this device. Yeah, this has Bluetooth, and you can control the volume with this aux right here. And should you want to lower the volume so you can talk over the music, you have something called sidechain. And that'll do just that. It knows to lower the music so you can talk over it without it being muddled. Additionally, on the right-hand side here, you've got your headphone volume so you can monitor what you are saying and how you're sounding. At the bottom here, you got your phantom power if you need it, because not all microphones need it. You got your Bluetooth that you can turn off and on. Some reverb settings, the sidechain that I mentioned before. Direct monitoring, so you can turn that off and on. Pitch presets, so you can sound like a robot if you so choose. And then one of my favorite buttons here, the noise reducer. The noise reducer is exactly as it sounds. It's kind of like a noise gate, and it will eliminate the outside noises around you. And in this case right now, I have it at purple. But if I were to turn it off, you're going to start hearing just a little bit of the ambient noise around me. Not by much, but then I do have a low noise reducer setting and then the maximum noise reducer setting. Aurelia, can you yell at me about something, please? Say it again, please. Thank you. Sometimes when you do hit the button, nothing happens. I noticed that too. So you just have to hit it again. But again, $60 and everything else, it's kind of an okay sacrifice. You've got some other inputs on the back here, so you can plug in other external devices should you want to do that. And plus, this has its own internal battery. So you don't need to plug it in to the wall to charge it. It'll charge on its own, plus you'll draw the charge directly from the computer. So as a podcaster, is this a good solution? 100%, I do believe this is a really nice entry-level solution. You're able to monitor what you're saying. You're able to monitor your levels. You don't have any kind of equalizer capability. You do have some funsy things that you can do, like the sound pad. You can have presets up to 20 seconds each and have a pre-recorded, button for an intro or an outro or some sort of silly moment like an air horn if you want to use it for that purpose. But what this doesn't solve a solution for are live stream gamers. This is great if all you're doing is you talking and maybe a little bit of music in the background, and you don't want the music to be coming from your computer. You want it to be coming from an outside source. But if you're gaming, there's no input to allow you to raise or lower the volume of game audio. There's no input to raise or lower the volume of your chat audio. That's not here. This is really just you talking to the camera or you talking to the microphone, and that's it. If that's all you're looking for $60, you can't really go wrong. This is very, very good. You're going to get a lot out of it, and it's a really good starting point. But then you do fall into the trap of $60 for this, and then another $80, $90 for an XLR microphone, $10 for the XLR cable. I mean, you're already over $100 at that point. If you're gonna spend that amount of money, you might want to look at some of the USB microphones that have built-in mixers that are all software-based. And some of them, like the Wavelink, are really good. However, if you're like me and you like the tactile feel and having all these buttons and knobs and switches and it just looks kind of cool, hey, who am I to tell you that you're wrong? And lastly, this mixer only supports XLR. So if you don't have an XLR microphone, this mixer is not for you. So if you have any questions or comments about the Maono AMC2 Neo, please let me know in the comment section down below. Links, as always, can be found in the description below. I don't have a podcast right now, but I do stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/LazyTechTony. Also, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and over on Facebook. So, until the next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Later.
Hi.
Blah.